What's good, guys? So today I really want to talk about the state of Endgame in Wuwa. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I play this game a whole lot. I love this game. I invest a lot of time, a lot of money. We theory craft. Before a character comes out, we do tons of hours in our Discord, chatting it up, theory crafting, testing numbers, doing everything revolving around Withering Waves, team building, optimizing synergies. And I'm going to be honest with you. I am tired of the end game or lack of end game in Wuwa. There is absolutely jack shit to do in the end game of this game. And I'm not just talking to y'all from the perspective of someone that has S6 R5 units. I'm talking in general, bro. There really isn't jack shit to do in the end game of Withering Waves. Every time tower resets, if you're somewhat of a veteran player or you've been playing for a few months, you clear tower the day it comes out and you're done. Whimpering Waste, reset, and let's just be honest, that game mode is an absolute dog shit pile of steaming hot trash in terms of endgame. It is absolutely just garbage, bro. How is it possible that when you look at a game mode like Tower of Adversity, right? You have all these characters that are so good, so fun, that you could use so many different comps to clear Tower of Adversity. There are so many DPSs that you could use to clear this game mode. So many different teams that have great synergies that can do so much work in Tower of Adversity. You have, Augusta that came out recently. You have Furlova that can do work. You have the Mono Fusion team that can do work. You have Cardathea that can do work. You have Zani. You have Brandt is doing work. You have Phoebe in there. You have Carlotta. You have all these teams that can do so good in Tower of Adversity. And then we move on over to goddamn Whimpering Waste, which is the one of two game modes that we have for Endgame. And it's so trash. Like, you literally have the best character right now for Whimpering Waste, that being Furlova. And like, when we're talking about great characters, that's it. That's like the best character for Whimpering Waste, and everything else outside of Furlova is like, all right, I guess I'll use this. And we're seeing this now a lot more than before, because before we could still use characters like Camellia, and we could still use characters like Gion to get absolutely amazing results, like easy clear with Gion, easy clear with Camellia. And while yes, you can still clear with Camellia and you can still clear with Gion, let's not kid ourselves. They pale in comparison to what a character like Furlova can do in Whimpering Waste. So when we look at Tower of Adversity, you have so many options and so many characters that can do amazing work in that game mode. Once again, all of these characters that I named are really good for endgame. But when it comes to Whimpering Waste, you have Furlova, which is the only real best option. And then everything else is just like, I guess I'll use this because there is nothing else. And that is Camellia and Gion. So you have three characters technically that are good, with one being significantly higher than the other, and everything else is kind of doo-doo, right? Everything else is kind of bad, and that's not to speak on the characters themselves, but rather the actual game mode that is Whimpering Waste. And I kind of went out of my way because I was talking about freaking Endgame. I really wanted to rant a little bit about Whimpering Waste because Whimpering Waste is doo-doo ass, right? But I go back to it and I'm just kind of bummed out with the state of Endgame because there's really nothing to do, bro. I love hopping on this game and being able to play, to actually grind the game. I'm over here pulling characters, pulling their weapons, optimizing my teams, bro. I'm optimizing my teams, right? You have the Mono Fusion team. You have my Spectral team. Phoebe's down. She went to sleep. Then you have, the current Augusta team that we're going to be getting, so we can suck our toes over here with our Electro team. You have, the Arrow team. So I'm over here, like, actually mid-maxing my teams, getting their best in slot supports. And you don't even have to do this. You don't even have to do this. You could be rocking Arrow Rover for all I care here. So I'm over here mid-maxing these teams, and there is nothing to test them on. There is absolutely nothing to test these characters on when it comes to the end game of Withering Waves. Bro, let's get on to the next topic. I won't even go too hard on this. Why is it that these developers decide to spend time and hours over and over dropping these doo-doo ass tic-tac-toe crossword puzzle color matching ass events. And I know some of you out there are gonna be like, but them astrites though, I can get some astrites. I'm not saying take away our astrites, nor am I saying that we don't want these type of puzzle tic-tac-toe ass events. But I feel like it's been quite a long time of these devs giving us a lot of like puzzle, color matching, tic-tac-toe, hamster on a wheel ass events that are just boring, bro. We all started playing Wuwa because of its content, because of its combat. And I don't really have the chance to test out my combat. And once again, I don't want to see some dumbass in my comments talking about, well, actually, you have S6R5 units, bro. Most of the people in my Discord don't have S6R5 units, and they're running through the same pretty much dilemma. You go in, you clear Tower of Adversity the same day within 30 minutes of it resetting. Whimpering Waste resets. You clear it in 20 minutes, and then you do jack shit for 15 days. You log in, you do your daily grind that literally takes less than 5 minutes, and then you're playing tic-tac-toe for another 5 minutes with these bum-ass events. You have this event right here, for example. Marks of the Wild. You receive a new message from the Hunter's Den. Please examine the traces left by TDs and track them down. The only thing I'm tracking down is a pillow after fucking doing this lame, boring ass tic-tac-toe color matching ass event, bro. Like, bro, why is it that I'm doing a freaking event, right? It leads me to a location and everything. I talk to the dude, and then I'm color matching some little things, and that's it. It's over. I'm not tracking nothing. I'm just matching colors, and that's all I'm really doing when it comes to that event. All they had to do for that particular event was make it so we can do the puzzle, right? Let me take y'all to it. All they had to do for that event was we do the puzzles, and after we finish the puzzle, it takes us to a red enemy on the map. A TD on the map that's red, nothing too hard, but a nice little red enemy. It would have been cool, right? Nothing too extra. The enemies are already there. You're not having to design anything extra. Nothing whatsoever, right? So you have this little tic-tac-toe ass event. Yes, I finished it on stream today. And then you go in here, right? And then you start the analysis. What are we talking about, bro? Like, what are we talking about right here, bro? Like, bro, like, that's it. Boom. And then you click this thing. It could even do, you have to do easy, hard, and expert, and then it shows you the picture of the monster. You click it, and then it takes you to it. That's it, bro. Like, that's all there is to it when it comes to this type of game mode. And don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on tower defense. And I just want to say, tower defense is a pretty damn good game mode. It's cool. It was well done. There's a lot of interesting things to be implemented into this tower defense mode. I like the waves of enemies we continuously get. It could be an experiment to future game modes. Who knows? But we're talking about right freaking now. Why is this the hardest content in the game? Why is a tower defense event the hardest content in the game? And let me just explain myself. This is just an event, so you don't necessarily have to do this. This is not Endgame whatsoever. But there's a freaking challenge in here that you get a little challenge card for beating 99 waves of this event. Ask anybody that's actually beat those 99 waves how long it took them to beat those 99 waves. Bro, they were doing this event for days, hours. And the day that they actually beat the 99 waves, it took them hours on end to beat it. Now, what did we get? A little title. Nothing serious. Nothing serious at all. But they got a title. They could spend the time in the tower defense event that they enjoy doing to get a little title, which was cool, bro. Stuff to do, bro. Actual stuff to do. But why the hell is this game mode giving players more time, more of a challenge, more difficulty, and more of a learning curve than literally any other freaking game mode in the game? And once again, it's not even a combat event, bro. And I know I sound like I'm pissed. I know I sound like I'm raging. I love Wuwa. I love Wuthering Waves. It's been an amazing time, but I want it to keep improving, right? And I feel that not a lot of people really talk about this or make a video about it. And I'm making this into a video, guys, so go ahead and tell me how you feel. I want the game to keep improving, and maybe 3.0 is going to bring some amazing things. You know, I feel that big updates like 2.0, for example, brought a whole lot of change, So maybe 3.0 is going to blow our minds. But right now, God damn, am I bored of playing Wuthering Waves when it comes to Endgame. And I know other people that are going to be like, well, just play a different game. You know what? Shut your dirty ass, stank ass mouth. That's what I do every day. But I'm doing this video with the intent of, you know, maybe reaching out to the devs, maybe reaching out to other people that feel the same way. I'm not doing this to doom post Wuwa. I'm not doing this to shit talk Wuthering Waves. I'm doing it because we want to have a chat. Oftentimes we praise Wuwa. I've literally dropped like 8 videos this week praising Wuthering Waves and how good they do, how good Kuro has done, how the devs listen. Y'all know what it is. But nothing's perfect in life. There's always things that could have improvement. And I feel that this is one of those things that could definitely improve. Because the endgame feels so boring. I feel like they have so much potential with so many things, but they really want to go the Genshin route. And I'm not throwing shade at Genshin, but it's the same in that regard, where their open worlds just kind of feel pointless after a while. This whole area, right? The whole purpose of this area is the hunt. I ain't hunting shit. There ain't nothing to hunt in this area. Just a regular thing that you do in every other area. They could have added a system in here where you go talk to an NPC, and every day he gives you a new target that you go and hunt, and you get some extra materials from hunting that target. And they don't tell you where it is. They could give you a general location, right? So they could tell you, go hunt this enemy, and they could just point at this area right here, and you gotta go find it. You know what I mean? And you gotta go find it. It's that simple, bro. I feel that they could do so much with the core of the game, and they don't. So I'm just throwing out ideas. If you guys have some ideas, let me know, chat, because god damn. Any game I get bored of, I quit. Just quit Metal Gear yesterday. Well, see, the thing is not that I'm necessarily bored of the game. I'm bored of the end game. It's a completely different thing, right? And at the end of the day, it's not like I'm out here trying to just be like, yo, the game sucks ass. I'm talking about the end game and trying to see how they can improve upon it. I still love the combat of the game. Whenever I hop on in and I get to test out my characters, I have a great time playing them, bro. I love playing my characters. I love team building. I love, you know, matching my teams and their elements and their buffs and the synergy that characters have. The only thing that I'm lacking is where to test and fight these characters on a daily basis. And I just want to be honest, I'm not asking for them to drop content to where I'm in this game for 18 hours a day. I know it's a gacha game. I know you're supposed to be in and out faster than I go into y'all mothers, but give me something to do that takes me more than 5 minutes. I spend at least 10 in y'all mothers, so give me at least that, bro. Because I could literally hop into the game, do 2 tacit fields, and I'm done. 2 tacit fields and I'm done. All my dailies are done, and there is absolutely nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just want them to give us a little bit more to do for those that want, right? For example, people that like just exploring or hunting down echoes, why not give us a little title that shows how many echoes we've hunted? For the people that like hunting or doing holograms, give us a title once you kill 100 hologram. Simplistic things that just expand upon what we're already doing in the game would be amazing, bro. Make the world feel alive. Because right now I feel like every time they drop a map, it's amazing, it's great, and then it feels like a banner character. Y'all know how they drop a banner character, right? They'll be dropping like homeboy Brant, and then they forgot about this dude existing. Phoebe, what the hell happened to Phoebe, bro? She was like this important figure in the story, and I think her story ended when it comes to us via like a text message, bro. She dumped us via text message. Camellia, what the hell happened? She died or some shit. I don't even know. Shang Li. Like, we never go back to talk to these characters, and the same feels, when it comes to the world. I feel like we get the new map, we explore, we 100% the map in the first day, and then there's nothing to do at all. There is literally nothing to do. Bro, we got the fishing event, which surprisingly for me was fun. I enjoyed the fishing event. You guys maybe didn't enjoy the fishing event. But we did the fishing event. I was having fun with the fishing event. And you can still go and fish, but there ain't shit to do. You don't get nothing important from fishing. There's no real reason to go and fish, and it's a whole mechanic that's there. So why do we not take advantage of these maps and features that you're already adding? Bro, you added a whole map that the whole purpose of this map was the hunt. The freaking hunt in this entire map. I ain't hunting shit, bro. I ain't hunting nothing. It could have been like little areas with outbreaks, right? That's the whole concept of this area. It would have been dope to have little areas with outbreaks. Like, you came over here, an outbreak has appeared, and there was like 20 freaking echoes. Like the nightmare things. You know what I'm saying? Like the nightmare things, but just areas like this. Yeah, there you go. You guys are talking about co-op, clans, things like that. All of that could expand on the game, right? I'm not necessarily talking about raids, but a clan system would be amazing for this game, right? A clan system, you go into here and it says guilds, right? And it's just all your boys that you're in your clan, and maybe you have like a weekly boss that everybody has to deal damage to, like an overpowered boss with a shared health bar that's just a hologram pretty much, and then everybody deals damage to the boss over the week, and then you get the rewards once you kill it. You know what I mean? That would be pretty damn fun. I remember we had one co-op event where you can team up with your friends to kill holograms. Let us do that more often. What's that event, bro? What's that event where you had like the modifiers that you can put on the enemies and make them harder? Like, you would fight like holograms and waves of enemies, and then they had like these little modifiers that you could select to make it harder, and if you beat it, you ended up getting like a little title and shit. Why don't they let us do that with the current holograms in the game, right? Why don't they have the ability to do co-op holograms after you've beat them already? Like, you beat the hologram, you get 20 astrites, it's dead content. You never, bro, the amount of people in this game that actually does holograms multiple times after they've cleared it is probably 0.1%. Most people, especially free-to-plays, don't go out there, sweat their balls off doing a hologram, beat it, and then just for fun go out and do a hologram. But it would be pretty damn cool if you could just go in there, put some modifiers, invite your friends, and all sweat together while you fight a hologram. Seeing little Bobby on the side get one-tapped, little Billy get choked out by Hecate. You know what I'm saying? Things like that would be fun. It would just give more longevity to content that's already there and not getting touched. Every time they add a game mode, I feel that they don't really do much, bro. Like, they just add it, you finish it, and it's over, bro. You know what I mean? Outbreaks. Yeah, outbreaks. That's what I was talking about. An outbreak would be absolutely insane, bro. I would love outbreaks in this game. Especially in this area, bro. In this area, like, I get it making no sense in, like, other areas, but, dog, this was the whole purpose of this area. Why is there no out? This area is exactly the same as every other area. Look at this, bro. They could make it so they just start walking out of the goddamn Ebola fields that is that water right there, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there is so much potential for Endgame, and I feel that anybody that doesn't share the same, things that I'm saying right now is simply, they're just being weird, bro. Because let's be honest, Endgame is dry. Endgame is freaking dry, bro. I want to hop into the game, be it having S0 R1 characters or having max duped characters, it doesn't matter, and have stuff to play. Interesting things. Like right now, I'm playing a game called Destiny Rising, something like that, bro. A Destiny gacha game. And there is crap to do even after you burn your stamina, even after you've done all your daily and weekly activities. You can still go in with your boys and do like dungeons or do raids, or even by yourself. You can do single player story content and still get loot from it. And I know they're completely different games, But where I'm getting at is there is stuff to do. There is nothing to do in Wuwa about 3-4 days after a new patch drops. And I know this is the case with a lot of games like Genshin Impact, for example. But please, Kuro, give us more content to actually go in here and grind. And I'm not asking for y'all to even innovate and make the most insane, amazing content ever. You have the footprints and blueprints and everything to do this. Like I said, outbreaks in this area, super easy. An NPC that has you hunt down one red enemy that spawns randomly throughout this particular area every day, and then you get like, I don't know, fucking 10 astrites. You get 300 astrites, less than 2 pulls a month by just hunting this down, but you can do it, and people that want to min-max would go get those 300 astrites a month. And it would be fun to just look around, yo, I found it, let's go, and you kill the, the enemy. That's it. And I feel that for a game that we all love so much and we want so much for it, the developers have been improving it in terms of quality of life. The characters have been so much better as time, has gone by. The graphics, animations, everything has gotten better. I feel the one thing that is not getting better is the end game of Wuwa. When it came to Whimpering Waste, it's progressively getting more and more shitty, and they've done a little bit to like kind of make it better, but it's still a shit show. Tower is Tower. It's just simplistic. It is what it is when it comes to Tower, and that's it. But yeah, man, I've been honestly ranting for about 20 minutes. And I know somebody is going to get some sand in their vagina when they watch this video. So make sure you guys tune on in, go check the video, and go have some arguments with the people that want to yap some dumb shit in the comments. Because I know there's going to be some dumbasses, there's going to be some hillbillies up in there, some cousin fuckers, that are going to comment some dumb shit. But for now, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, if you've enjoyed the rant, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.